welcome family and friends to our mitten performance.
I'll get the CD player. Yeah, got
My mama, she made me some mittens to wear. She made them as white as the snow. I went for a walk and I lost one in the woods. Oh, where did it go? My mittens, my fuzzy wuzzy mittens. My mitten makes my hands warm. My mitten, my fuzzy wuzzy mitten. My mitten makes a good home. My mitten's a home for a big gray wolf. My mitten's a home for a bear. My mitten's a home for an itty bitty mouse. How many will fit inside there? My mitten, my fuzzy wuzzy mitten. My mitten keeps my hands warm. My mitten, my fuzzy wuzzy mitten. My mitten makes a good home.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Nikki that lived with her grandmother in the woods. Nikki's grandmother, whom she called Baba, used to knit her sweaters and socks and other clothing. One day, Nikki asked Baba to make her some brand new mittens that were white like the snow. So she said,
Mama mittens, make me some mittens. It's cooling out to play outside. Mama mittens, make me some mittens. It's red and new and white. Mama mittens, make me some mittens. It's cooling out to play outside. Mama mittens, make some mittens. Make some mittens out of blue and white.
Of course, Baba was happy to make Nikki a pair of mittens, but she did not think that white was a good choice for a color. She was afraid Nikki would lose them in the snow and she wouldn't be able to find them again. So she said,
No, Nikki, no. You should pick purple, pink, or yellow. No, Nikki, no. White doesn't show in the snow. No. No, Nikki, no. You should pick purple, pink, or yellow. No, Nikki, no. White doesn't show in the snow. No.
but in the end, of course, Nikki got her way, and Baba made her a new pair of mittens that was pure white. Once she finished knitting, Baba gave the mittens to Nikki. And then Nikki went outside to play in the snow. Sure enough, just as Baba had said, she dropped one of her mittens. Nikki walked away from it and never even noticed that it was missing. She was just too excited about the beautiful, sparkling snow. And she saw the snowflakes falling all around. Now it was very cold outside, and by along came two rabbits and a raccoon. They were very cold, and when they saw the mitten, they thought that it would make a nice, warm home. So they climbed into the mitten. Soon along came a wolf, a fox, and a lion. And they saw that warm white mitten, and they decided to make a nice warm home. So they asked the rabbits and the raccoon to let them in.
Well, it's pretty cold in the snow and ice, and that warm mitten's looking pretty nice. Move over, move over, move over and let me in. Well, let's have to share it, or you have to go. Better let me in, or I'll bite you, no. Move over, move over, move over and let me in. Mittens.
But the rabbits and the raccoon did not think that there was any room for any more animals in the mitten. So they said,
No room, no room, no room. You can't come in 'cause there's just no room. No room, no room, no room. You can't come in 'cause there's just no room.
well, the rabbits and the raccoon did not want to share the mitten, but when they saw those big teeth, they moved on over. So the wolf, the lion, and the fox walked over and climbed inside. And that mitten was stretched out just about as far as it could go. Soon along came a bear that was out for a walk in the woods. He was very cold. And when he saw that white mitten, he wanted to go in too.
Mittens, well, it's pretty cold out in the snow and what? That warm mitten's looking pretty nice. Move over, move over, move over and let me in. Well, you have to share or you have to go. Better let me in.
Well, the mitten was very crowded by now, and the animals knew it couldn't possibly hold much more. So they said,
No room, no room, no room. You can't come in 'cause there's just no room. No room, no room, no room. You can't come in 'cause there's just no room.
well, the rabbits, the raccoon, the fox, the lion, and the wolf didn't think there'd be room for a bear. But when they saw those claws and those teeth, they knew they had to make room somehow. So the bear walked over and squeezed into that mitten. The mitten was pulled and stretched to many times its size, and steam rose from the mitten as the animals huddled together. But still, Baba's good knitting held fast, and by and by along came a little bitty mouse. She was very small, she was very cold. And when she saw that warm mitten, she wanted to go inside too. So she said,
Well, it's pretty cold, I'm in the snow and ice, and that warm mitten's looking pretty nice. Move over, move over, move over and let me in. Well, we have to share it or you have to go. Better let me in or I will bite you so. Move over, move over, move over and let me in. Mittens.
the animals did not want to let anyone else in. So they said,
No room, no room, no room. You can't come in 'cause there's just no room. No room, no room, no room. You can't come in 'cause there's just no room.
that poor little mouse just shivered and stared at them sadly. The animals looked at that tiny little mouse and just rolled their eyes. The bear looked at the wolf looked at the fox looked at the lion, and the lion looked at the raccoon. That raccoon looked at the rabbits, and they all let out a heavy sigh. And they moved over just enough to let that little tiny mouse squeeze in. And then something big happened.
Into the mittens of a mouse did squeeze, and the bear let out a tremendous sneeze. Achoo! And the mitten burst out, pop, 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 and away those animals hop, hop, hop.
And that sneeze was the end of Nikki's mitten. And when Nikki went home that night, she had to tell Baba that she had lost it, just as she had told her. And of course, Nikki and Baba never did find that mitten again.
You are forgetful like Nicky was, that you like to play in the snow. Then listen to Grandma or Mommy when she says, some colors are better, you know. So listen, you
join us for a couple of songs together. Dashing
Through the snow and a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha ha ha! Bobtails ring, making spirits bright. How fun it is to ride and sing the sleighing sleigh tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
on forever. We're good. Rudolph.
The red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. Then one
All of the other reindeer used to laugh
and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeer loved him, as they shouted out with glee, Yippee! Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Yay!
Thank you all for coming today. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to take pictures, and then I'm going to let them come down and talk to you. We had some cookies outside. We're going to put them outside on the tables. We're not allowed to eat in here. But we'll have a couple minutes to have cookies, and then I'm going to take them back. They don't need to take their costumes off. Okay? All right, I'll give you about 1 minute to do a group shot.